OK，好了。
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Shorehead Team. I'm Angel. They are my group members, Dory and Ruby. Today, our topic is promoting your business at trade shows. Before starting our presentation, I would like to give a quick review about what Group 2 and Group 3 just mentioned before. In Unit 13, there are 3 key points that you should keep them in mind. First, we learned that a trade show is an event for companies in specific industry to showcase and demonstrate their new products and services to existing and potential customers. Second, if you are an exhibitor, being familiar with different kinds of booths, such as corner booth or island booth, is an important task for you. Third, no matter who you are, as long as you join in the exhibition, you can get the latest information and broaden your horizon. Now, our presentation is going to start. This is our content. In warming up part, we will focus on introducing trade show. Next, there are vocabulary, scenario, and H. Then we will prepare a discussion question and activity for you. Lastly, we will draw this presentation to a close with a short conclusion, inside story, and job assignment. I would like to give the floor to Dory. She will talk about warming up.
Hello, I'm Dory. I'm going to talk about the warming up part. From the last unit, we have done that trade show often be held for business to business. Actually, it can often be held for business to customers. Nowadays, it's hard to find a trade show which is not open to public. Therefore, there are many of these two types of trade show we can see today. However, there are differences between each other. In the following, let's find out their differences. B2B trade show, in other terms, is industry trade shows or vertical shows. This kind of show focuses on display materials, components, semi-finished product, technology, or machine in specific industry, such as hardware product shows, medical or healthcare show, computer and peripheral shows, or cycle show. For this reason, the exhibitors of B2B trade show can be the whole supply chain from manufacturer to distributor to retailer in specific industry. Or they can be a group of professionals which is sent by a company or an organization to attend it. The attendees of B2B trade show can be the professional buyers of the supply chain. For example, smaller companies often opt to simply attend it rather than setting up their own booth. Through the trade show, attendees such as company representatives can find their new supplier or distributor which offer them better price or products. Therefore, they can make a deal on the spot. Professionals at trade shows can exchange their ideas or find qualified medical appliance at trade shows. Next is B2B trade show. On the other hand, it's open to the public. We can call it consumer shows, horizontal shows, or trade fair. Why it can be called trade fair is because nowadays trade fair often involve commercial purpose. Therefore, it has the same meaning to a trade show. That's why it can be called trade show today. The exhibitors of B2C trade show can come from different industries. There are a broader variety of consumer product or service from one or many different industries. It's different from the B2B trade show because B2B focus on one specific industry. Attendees of B2C can be individual who is looking for a specific product or service, or they can just go to look around. Let's look at example trade show, travel show. At travel show, we can see many different industries such as travel agencies, airline companies, hotels, or vehicle rental companies. They are all come from different industries. Next is outdoor retailer show. At outdoor retailer show, we can find products like camping, water sport, or climbing. We can find any kinds of outdoor product at this kind of trade show. The next is pet product trade shows. We can also find any kinds of pet products such as clothing, food, or toys. After we understanding that trade show can be held for business and customers. Now, next, I'm going to tell you the benefits of attending a trade show as an exhibitor or a visitor. To an exhibitor, the first benefit is they can increase sales and brand awareness. During the trade show, exhibitor can sell new product or service. If they promote well, visitors may buy the product or service on the spot and be impressed by their performance and brand. The second benefit is they can expand their customer base. At the trade show, business will have many opportunities to leave potential customers contact information so that they can make use of it after the exhibition to make the potential customer be the existing customer. The third benefit is they can meet new partners. For exhibitors, they can also meet new suppliers or distributors which offer them better product or service. Then they can make a deal on the spot. The fourth benefit is they can know their competitors. At a trade show, they can observe competitors, such as they can know competitors, the number of competitors, or know the action their competitors take. The last benefit is they can improve by learning from the competitors' information and the feedbacks from customers. To a visitor, they can go to a trade show by newly launched product or service. Second is they can contact with ideal vendor. As for professional buyer, they can analyze and research some of the vendors before they go to the trade show. Therefore, when they go to a trade show, they can find the ideal vendor straight, also make a deal quickly. The third benefit is they can go to a trade show just to experience the product or service. Nowadays, there are many interesting and attractive booth experience, such as VR experience, video wall, touch screen, game, or app they can enjoy for free. Therefore, many people like to go to a trade show just for fun. The fourth benefit is they can learn current development about the market. This benefit is to people who is interested in the specific market or a representative which is sent by a company to research the market. The fifth benefit is they can join the conference. This benefit is often for the B2B trade show because B2B trade show are all professionals. Through the conference, they can exchange ideas and talk about the current issue in the market. After understanding the benefits as an exhibitor or a visitor, there are 4 questions for you to answer. 1. Who can go to a trade show to enjoy booth experience? Emma?
Visitor.
Yes. It's very easy. Second one, who can expand their customer base? Rose. Yes. Sorry. Who can increase sales and brand awareness? Yes. The final question is, who can buy newly launched products? Coco. Yes. Let me make a brief conclusion. No matter you are an exhibitor or a visitor, if you are going to attend a trade show on purpose, you must be prepared. Therefore, you can get what you want from a trade show successfully. Next, I will give the floor to Ruby. She will talk about the vocabulary.
Before we start with our scenario 1, I would like to talk about some vocabulary. First one is glimpse. Please repeat after me. Glimpse. Glimpse is a noun. It means to see something or someone for a very short time or only partly. Let's look at an example sentence first. I only caught a fleeting glimpse of the driver of the gateway car, but I know I would recognize her if I saw her again. Here, fleeting means quick or short. In this sentence, I want to transfer into even though I only saw her for a short time, I can remember her face and I can recognize her if I saw her again. There is another meaning about glimpse: a quick or short understanding of what something is like. This biography offers a few glimpses of his life before he became famous. Or you can also say, this biography gives us a brief understanding of his life before he became famous. The next word is shell scheme. In Mandarin, it means 标准展位. Shell scheme is a term for an exhibitions industry. It normally comes in 1 meter modules and can be built for any size. Let's look at an example picture. Shell schemes, or we can also call it standard booth. Standard booth often comes in needle punch carpets, 2 folding chairs, and often 1 information counters. Its advantage is if you are organizer or exhibitor of your exhibitions, you don't need to worry about the design of the booth. And next word is cramped. Cramped is an adjective. Let's look at the example picture first. As you can see, this woman is very busy and there is not enough space for her. So cramped means not having enough space or time. If you want to use cramped to describe space, the example sentence will be, we have 6 desks in this room, so we are a little cramped. It means there are not enough space for the 6 desks. The second example sentence is, I have a very cramped schedule. The writer used cramped to describe the person is very busy and she has the cramped schedule. That's a good sentence.
I have a very cramped schedule. It means the person has a very busy schedule. The next word is shove. Sometimes shove can be a verb, sometimes shove can be a noun. If shove is a verb, it means to push someone or something forcefully. Just wait your turn. There is no need to shove. If If there are a lot of people wait in lines, some people may not have enough patience to wait. They may want to push the people in front of them. Then, if the shove is a verb, is a noun. Here is a phrase about shove. Give something or somebody a shove.
Give something or somebody a shove.
If you want to put somebody between give and a shove, the example sentence will be, someone in the crowd gave me a shove in the back, and I feel uncomfortable.
Someone in the crowd gave me a shove in the back, and I feel uncomfortable.
In addition, if you want to put something between them, the example sentence is, would you help me give the piano a shove?
Would you help me give the piano a shove?
It means the person was asking someone to give him a help to push the piano. Let's move on to the next vocabulary, bulky. Bulky is an adjective. As you can see in these pictures, bulky means it is too big and taking up too much space. She carried a very bulky package on the bus.
We carried a very bulky package on the bus.
Yes. Let's move on to the next word. Next word is an idiom. Make brick without straw.
Make bricks without straw.
It's used to say you cannot make the things without the necessary or the most important materials. Here comes in conversations. Mary said, I really want to give Fred a birthday party, but none of the people I invited were able to come. And Jen answered, don't blame yourself. You can make brick without straw. Here, the reason why Jen used this idiom is just she wants to comfort Mary. Because if there is none of the people were able to come to your birthday party will be nothing. And next, the final word is row space.
Row space.
As you can see in these pictures, row space is a space for an exhibition which is not be developed, designed, or decorated. We can also call it custom-built booth. Its advantage is if you are organizer or exhibitors of the exhibitions, you can design your own booth. You are not restricted. For example, if you want to put 2 information counters in front of your booth, just put it. Now let's review the 7 vocabulary. Glimpse, shell skin, crack, shove, bulky, make brick without straw, row space. Now we will demonstrate our scenario 1. Please enjoy it.
In this scenario, we are 3 employees from the same company. The main purpose of this meeting is to have a discussion about what kind of booth is the most suitable for us. Let's start it. Hello guys, good afternoon. Thank you for coming. I would like to discuss our exhibition booth for the trade show we are planning to attend next year.
I had a quick glimpse at the application kit yesterday, and I think we'd better go for the Peninsula booth.
How much is that going to cost us?
It's going to be $142,000 with the shell skin package.
Wow, that's a lot of money. I don't think we can afford it.
I know the rental cost seems a bit higher than we expected, but I agree with Dory. We need sufficient space to display our carbon-free motorbikes. The linear booth is definitely not spacious enough for us to display all of our featured products.
I second that. The linear booth is just simply too cramped.
But maybe we can do some tricks to make our booth look bigger by, for example, shoving the reception desk against the wall.
What you have just said is all very nice, but space is what we need. All of our products are very bulky, and they will take up a lot of space. You cannot make bricks without straw.
How about this? Let's go with the room space rental. It costs us $122,000.
It doesn't make much difference, does it?
Well, but every little bit helps.
Do we have to make decision today?
I'm afraid we do.
So it's now 2 against 1. I'm sorry, Ruby, but I suppose we are going with a 3 by 6 meter peninsula booth. Trust me, we are making the right decision.
Okay.
In this scenario, in order to have enough space for our featured products, we come to the conclusion that peninsula booth is our appropriate decision. However, after this scenario, we know that usually there is not a best choice. We only have proper decision. Therefore, how to reach an agreement in a meeting is a challenging task for the supervisor. We are moving to the next part, H. What is the meaning of H? There are 2 definitions. The first one, a word or phrase that make what you say less strong, or to avoid making definite statement. Thus, you can feel politeness and not too offensive when people using H in a conversation. Moreover, it still remains the same meaning even people remove the H from the sentences. What's more, if you understand the context, it will be easier for you to understand the function of H. Next, we prepare some questions for you and hope you enjoy it. The first sentence, I had a quick glimpse at the application kit yesterday, and I think we better go for the peninsula booth. The H is I think. Does anyone know what is the function? Rose. Yes, the answer is express one's opinion. In the scenario, Dory thinks that peninsula booth is our best choice for our event. She is expressing her opinion. So the next sentence, but maybe we can do some tricks to make our booth look bigger by, for example, shelving the reception desk against the wall. The H is maybe. Does anyone know the function? Emma? No. The answer is express one's opinion. Ruby come up with an idea that can deal with this problem, that is the space is not enough. She used the word maybe to make the sentence become indirectly. Can you understand that? No. Ruby, the problem is Ruby come up with an idea that we can shelving the reception desk to the wall so the room can look bigger. That is her opinion, and she adds the word maybe to make the sentence indirectly. Okay, and the next sentence. What you have just said is all very nice, but space is what we need. All of our products are very bulky and they will take up a lot of space. The H is, what you have just said is all very nice, but, Coco. Yes, the answer is 1. Speak out the problem indirectly. In this sentence, instead of directly denying Ruby's opinion, I use the word nice to make the sentence not too rude, but still point out the problem that the space is the most important thing for our booth. Is that okay? Okay. The next sentence. It doesn't make much difference, does it? The H is does it. Does anyone know the H? The function? Call. No. Do you want to try again? Michelle? No.
Repeat what they say, because I can't hear their answer. What did Coco say?
Coco say the answer is express the uncertainty politely.
And what did Michelle
And Michelle say the answer is speak out the problem indirectly.
say? So we keep on repeating that. Next time, try to repeat their answer
Okay.
to the whole class.
Yes, the answer is need one's approval. We usually use the question take, does it, can't he, or other sentence in order to want someone's approval, to want someone's agreement with you. So can you understand that? Yes. Okay. The next sentence, well, but very little bit helps. The H is well, but. So does anyone know? Leonardo? 3. Yes, the answer is 3. Express one's opinion indirectly. This sentence with the H is well, but little bit helps. The sentence without the H is very little bit helps. It is interesting that you can clearly tell the different feelings in these two delivery ways. The next sentence. Do we have to make the decision today? The answer is I'm afraid we do. The H is I'm afraid. Does anyone know what the function is, Bishop? Yes. The answer is express one's opinion politely. In this sentence, do we have to make the decision today? We could answer it by yes, we do. But Dory answered the question, I'm afraid we do, to show the politeness in the sentence. Can you get that? Okay. And the next sentence. So it's now 2 against 1. I'm sorry, Ruby, but I suppose we are going with a 3 by 6 meter peninsula booth. The H's are so, and I'm sorry, Ruby, but I suppose. Yes, the function. Yes, the answer is state the result indirectly. The first sentence is it's now 2 against 1. That is the result, what we made in the meeting. And I'm sorry, but these words can show that the sentence is indirectly instead of directly. And the last sentence, I'm sorry, Ruby, but I suppose we are going with a 3 by 6 meter peninsula booth. Trust me, we are making the right decision. Sarah. 3, persuade someone and remove the doubt. Yes, the answer is 3. In the conversation, Ruby have different opinion with us. So we add this sentence, trust me, we are making the right decision to convince Ruby that this decision is correct. So we persuade her and remove the doubt. In conclusion, H can make the sentence less strong and indirectly. Even sometimes it can avoid arguments between people. Next, I will give the floor to Ruby. She will talk about the discussion question.
Before our discussion questions, we prepare a small drama for you. Our small drama is adapted from listening practice because we want to give you a brief understanding about discussion questions and you will know what we are going to do later. We are eating lunch at a restaurant. Please enjoy it.
Lori assigned you as the PR person for the trade show exhibition.
Yes, but I have never done this before. I am afraid I will let her down.
Come on, you always make yourself stay on top of work. I have faith in you.
Well, I will do my best.
So, would you tell me what you have got in mind?
Of course. I have come up with some strategies to promote our exhibition. First, I have created a new customer information form to get phone numbers or email addresses of our new prospect.
That's a good idea. How about our existing customers?
I will email them a reminder of our exhibition.
To make sure our marketing mails get read, you should make the email subject line impressive.
Thanks for your suggestions. In addition, I have also thought about developing a slogan exclusively for our display at the trade shows, such as Green Motor, Green Future.
That sounds cool. It is quite attractive, and I believe it would help us to draw in more people to our booth.
This is the end of our small drama. Here comes our discussion questions. What do you think of the strategies that Angel and Ruby came up with to promote the trade show business? Here, we organize and itemize the 3 main points from our small drama. First one is to create a new customer information form. In the small drama, Ruby wants to create and design a new customer's information form. It is for the potential customers. Let's look at an example. Customer interest. Customer interest is one kind of the new customer information form. A part is contact information. Here you will know your potential customers' name, address, or phone number, even the email. Then B part, many exhibitors will offer a lot of selection to let your potential customers choose. Here you will know what is the particular information your potential customers are interested in. Maybe after the exhibitions, you will need to send an email, send a letter, or send a flyer to your potential customers. Here will be very informative for you. The second one is to email customers a reminder of the exhibitions. It is for the existing customers. Maybe your existing customers are busy and they may forget and ignore the exhibitions you have told them before. In these situations, you need to email customers a reminder of the exhibitions. And make sure the 6 main points are included in your email letters. First one is what? What is your exhibition? What is your exhibition for? And what is your exhibition about? When is your exhibitions? Where is your exhibitions? You need to mention how to get there, maybe some transportation information. Then how to sign up or share. If your existing customers are interested in your information you offer to them, they may want to share with their friends or even the customers. Therefore, there will be more and more people to come to your booth. The next one is how to get more information. Again, if your existing customers are interested in your information, they may want to know the fastest way to get more information. Also, the final one, how to respond with questions. Your existing customer will want to know the fastest way to receive the answer. The final one is to develop a slogan. We think slogan is very important. You can put your slogan in front of your booth. Let me make an example. If you see Just Do It, what idea do you come up with? Oh, you will think, oh, it is Nike company or Nike products. Let me make another example. If the slogan is Green Motor, Green Futures, as you see the green promoted, you will come up with ideas. Oh, this company is specialized in maybe carbon-free motor, right? And green future is something just like brand impressions. This slogan will let you know this company is trying to do something which is friendly with our environment. After I talk about how to promote our trade show, I will talk about the way to attract people to your booth. I organized two main points. First one is to use visual appeal. Second one is to use something to promote and attract visitors. Let's look at the first one. To use visual appeal. Make sure your booth design is attractive and creative. For examples, graphics. As you can see in these pictures, its background and graphics is very soft and relaxing. In these situations, people who focus on the issue which is friendly to our environment will come to our booth to take a look. The second one is free Wi-Fi. Nowadays, people take their cell phone with themselves, but some people need to connect the internet with free Wi-Fi. Here, if you offer the free Wi-Fi, you will attract many people to your booth to use the free Wi-Fi. Maybe they will be your potential customers. Next one, interactive device. For example, if your exhibition is about technology, you can offer some interactive device such as touchscreen, because your visitors may want to experience what is the latest product and what is the latest service. Then is entertainment. We can design some games or competitions in our booth. After that, you can give some gift to respond. The final one is lighting. We think it is very important because many exhibitors may ignore this main point. As you can see, these pictures, the lighting is very warming and relaxing. It will attract people to your booth. Maybe many exhibitors may want to use some colorful lightings, but that's wrong because colorful lighting is too attractive to misunderstand what is your exhibition exactly about. Before I explain the stage appearance, let's give the Dory and Angel a big hand because they will demonstrate for us. I believe stage appearance is the first impressions about your company, your product, or your brand. Make sure your staff is well-groomed, clean-cut, and professional looking. Like this. Just think about if the staff wear mini skirts, you will think the booth is not professional, or you will think if I buy their product or service, it will not be good for you. The second main point is to use something to promote and attract visitors. First one is to use theme. For example, like flyer. Let's look at an example.
Welcome to our booth. Thank you.
Stop. Thank you. Make sure your flyer is attractive and creative. You can distribute your flyer in front of your booth or outside the trade show. Then is valuable giveaways. As I just mentioned before, we can design some games and competitions in our booth. After that, we can give some valuable giveaway in response. Make sure your giveaway is useful, practical, and also valuable. For example, if your exhibition is about cosmetics, you can give your visitors some tester. If they are satisfied with your testers, they may surf the internet and try to find your information about anything. And the final point is sound. We think it is very important because even though you can see the booth directly. You can hear sound which is made from the booth, right? Let's look at an example.
Green motor.
Green Future.
Welcome to our booth.
Can I get more information?
Sure, you can look at our catalog.
Oh, thank you. As you can see, slogan is different from the slogan I just mentioned before. This slogan is a kind of sound. You can combine slogan and an adjective created together. It will be more effective. And this is the end of our discussion questions. Well, we have talked about how to promote our trade show and how to attract our visitors to our booth. Hope you can enjoy it and it's practical and useful for you. You will know how to market your booth correctly. Then, Ruby, Angel and Dory will be in charge of the activity 1. Let me give the floor to them.
Hello, I'm Dory. I'm going to talk about activity part. Now we know a trade show is a great platform for business to promote their brand and gain many aspects of benefits. To make it successfully, they must work hard for preparing it. They must know what to do before, during, and after the exhibition. Let's move on to the first stage, before the exhibition. First period is 1 year prior to the trade show. And the first thing they need to do is to conduct a research long before the trade show takes place. For example, they should analyze the risk. They should decide on what product they want to display. They should determine they should know the number of competitors and potential customers. And also, they should determine a trade show which is appropriate for their marketing, sale, and goal. Finally, they should decide on a trade show which fits them the most, then sign up immediately. Because there are many companies want to attend a trade show. If they sign up as faster as they can, the more favorable place they will have. At the same time, they should make a reservation for their accommodation or transportation in case they are not available close to the day of trade show. After they make sure what trade show they are going to attend, they should set up a team and assign tasks. Therefore, they can budget for the trade show, then start the project. Move on to the next period, 3 to 6 months prior to the trade show. In this period, they should establish goals. For example, the amount of sales, the number of surveys they want to collect, or the number of potential customers' information they want to get at that day. Then they can get together to practice and learn how to demonstrate product, also learn how to promote their booth to reach their goal. The next step is to design the booth. This step takes much time and money. They should design the banner, prepare promotional material, determine the style of display, or the types of the booth. Anyway, they should try to design the booth to be the most attractive or creative at the trade show. Next step is to advertise their exhibition. They should let more and more people know their exhibition so that they will have more opportunities to promote their business. They can use promotional material, post information on social media. Moreover, they should remember to inform their existing customers. Move on to the final period, 3 to 1 month prior to the trade show. They should make sure the shipping of display, accommodation, registration, the order of promotion, materials, and all in all, this step is to make sure everything they do is going smoothly or has no problem in this 1 year. After they make sure everything is well prepared, they can go to a trade show. Let's move on to the next stage, during the exhibition. During the exhibition, they should attract visitors to their booth by interactive ways. For example, they can hand out giveaways, samples, or they can do a lucky draw, or they can also demonstrate how to use products. Next, they should interact with all visitors and keep notes. It means everyone who comes to the booth may be interested in their product or service. If the exhibitors interact with them well, visitors may buy the product, also share their opinions or thoughts about their product and business. In this time, business should keep notes of those information, therefore, they can make use of it after the exhibition. Next is they should learn about their competitors. During the trade show, exhibitors should assign someone to be the visitor, to pretend a visitor to observe their competitors. For example, they should know the number of competitors or the action their competitor take. Let's move on to the final stage, after the exhibition. After the exhibition, they can make use of those potential customers' contact information to turn the potential customer to existing customers and keep in touch with them, also maintain good relationship with existing customers. Next, they can improve by learning from competitors' information and customers' feedback. Next, I will give the floor to Angel. She will tell you the budget when we prepare the trade show.
Hi, I'm Angel. I would like to talk about the estimated cost. Before the exhibition, we need to rent the booth. According to what your company needs, you may rent the shell scheme or row space. Then it is important to pay the money and decorate your booth in order to attract the visitors. Then, employee training is also vital. When people come to your booth and have some questions, the employees must be familiar with the products and their services. People will have bad or good impression with it. Therefore, the company can hire, for example, instructors or professionals to training. The third, fourth, and the fifth one. For example, if your company is in Taichung, but the exhibition is in Taipei, you must arrive Taipei earlier for the preparation, sometimes even 2 or 3 days earlier. So the company should pay the accommodation, transportation, and food costs for them. And the final one, marketing material. Through the exhibition can not only increase your visibility, but also show your best to the visitors. So you can prepare, for example, printing out the leaflets or producing the giveaways. Next, we prepare 3 simple questions for you. It is about what to do before, during, and after the exhibition. Question 1. What can you do before the exhibition? is A, B, or C? Does anyone know? Michelle? Yes, the answer is promote the event. Before the exhibition, to make more people know about this event, the company should do many things to promote the exhibition. Question 2. What can you do during the exhibition? Does anyone want to guess first? Yes, the answer is C. Attract visitors to our booth. To show your best to the visitors, you can use, for example, interactive device or sound slogan to attract visitors to your booth. And question 3, what can you do after the exhibition? A. Yes, the answer is keep in touch with the customer. To keep in touch with the customer, the company can sending the product information to the potential customer, or make sure the existing customer are satisfied with the company's service. This is the end of our activity. I'll give the floor to Ruby. She will talk about a comprehensive conclusion.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I will talk about give a brief conclusion from our whole presentation. In warming up, Dory has just mentioned what is important for attendees and for exhibitors when they attended the exhibitions. For attendees, the benefit that when they attend the exhibition will be they will know what is the latest product or service. Also, they can experience the latest product and service. As to the exhibitors, the benefit they will get will be they can improve the sales or the reputations. Also, they can keep in touch with the potential customers and existing customers. Then is scenario 1. I have talked about some useful vocabulary, and Angel has just mentioned the function of H. We hope this part can really be helpful for you. Then is discussion questions. We prepare a small drama to give you a brief understanding about the discussion questions. After that, I have talked about the several skills to promote and attract visitors. How to promote? For example, you can design and create a new customer information for us. And how to attract visitors. For example, you can distribute the flyer or you can develop a slogan. The final part is what do we have to do before, during, after the exhibitions. Dory and Angel were in charge of this part. Here, I will combine these two main points together because we hope these two main points will be very useful and practical to use. Because maybe in the future, you will be the organizers or exhibitors of your company for exhibitions. We hope what we have talked about in these two main points can help you to know how to promote and attract visitors, and you will know how to prepare before, during, and after the exhibitions. Again, hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you. Now, then I will talk about our inside story. Our first meeting is to comprehend and discuss content. Also, to decide the lines of our drama. We think these sections is very difficult to us. We make a lot of effort to understand what our textbooks try to talk about to us. And our second meeting is to come up with some outlines or part of the content. Also, we designed our job assignments. Also, it also took a lot of time to revise, discuss, and brainstorming. And our third and last meeting is to rehearse. We make sure the whole presentations can run more smoothly. Then I will talk about our job assignments. I'm Nurbi. I'm in charge of the vocabulary, scenario, discussion questions, conclusion, inside story, and also I am the PPT revisers. Then I will give the floor to Angel.
Hi, I'm Angel. I'm in charge of introduction, scenario, page, discussion question, activity, and I'm also the PPT designer. I'll give the floor to Dory.
Hello, I'm Dory. I'm in charge of warming up part. I'm also an actress in scenario and activity. I'm in charge of activity part and PPT reviser.
Now is your comment time.
Please take a short break and then we'll get back to the